Everybody. Today I wanted to make this discussion on radicalization, and this is my general view. And I really wanted to make a discussion on this topic of radicalization because a lot of news come and the reasons of many incidents are actually radicalization. So what do we mean by radicalization first of all? And this is a very large topic. So today only a little bit of introduction I would like to make, and I feel a lot of importance about this process of radicalization, since the government has also taken one step of radicalization control cell in Northeast India, and in particular in the state of Assam. The importance of radicalization and the need for control, because that gives a lot of effects in our society. So first of all, radicalization means the very gradual process of making anybody with changing their views from the main or the general ideas that is like available in the society. So it's a gradual process in which people's, particularly the young minds, the small children's mind, youth, their mind, their thinking gets diverged into something which is extreme level, and violence is also involved in the process of radicalization. And many a times it is seen that radicalization is the initiation point or the reason of extremism, extreme violence, and terrorism also. So that is how I felt that a discussion about radicalization in our society is very much important. And of course, the medical science or the psychological way of explanation, that would be different, and I do not know about that. How to make explanation of the process of radicalization scientifically, that I do not have. But I am a yoga therapist, so I can at least understand that somebody's view about life and society suddenly becomes very much different. So the extreme kind of emotion, when it arises in any person's behavior particularly, so of course it is not a natural finding that we find among the general society. Society does not recognize, general people do not go on becoming radicals, you know. And violence is definitely involved in case of radicalization and extremist behavior of youth especially. I remember that I had made a video when there was a problem in Manipur. So at that time also I felt that it is a example of radicalization in the youth especially. So I thought that definitely they need a good leader, they need a good teacher who can manage the youth mind, because they were getting diverted doing extremist activities. So from that period only, I thought that the need for discussion of this topic in general, because in social media or the general media also, the newspaper, magazines. So there are also a lot of new discussion topics come, but this particular issue has not been mentioned much. So I thought that let me only start at least, because the need is very much there. Now, I think that in order to become radical for any human being, there has to be certain reasons such as it could be personal reason, as I had seen in case of the extremist activities in the, I think some bomb blast also. So there the extremist was caught, and when interrogation went on, then it got revealed that that particular extremist had some weaknesses, some drawbacks, personal problems, personal issues was there, which was used to radicalize that youth to do extremist activities. So personal drawbacks, personal issues are used in order to uh, make radicalization possible. If somebody's personal issues or the uh, kind of strong mind, state of mind, strong strength or weakness are like somebody is very much strong in his or her mind, then he or she would not be able to be get radicalized. He will obviously think about the laws of the country, and he or she would not take extreme steps, particularly that of violence, that individual would not take. So the other ones, means the weaker ones, weaker minds, they get easily radicalized. They do not think about their actions, their activities, and about their future also. So personal issues, personal cases, like I have seen that uh, discrimination happens. It had happened in the school level, in general public also, in case of family and relatives also, that uh, discrimination against somebody's like looks, somebody's gender. It could be also like the caste and religion, language. There could be reasons which are used for discrimination. So wherever discrimination happens, discrimination forms one of the basis of radicalization. In order to uh, like pull somebody's weakness from that person and use it in kind of actions or activities which that particular mind or that particular individual is not able to do. So personal causes are, I think, that one of the reason of radicalization. And in this today's age of social media influencers are there. So the influencers actually try to propagate, you know, some kind of propaganda, strong messages to the society. And online groups, online friends are also there. So those friends sometimes they try to send messages which are quite strong, which are like powerful, in order to like radicalize some youth minds are not matured one totally to think about like having a control over the emotion, you know. When that control of an individual is being built, then that particular individual would be regarded as a strong mind. Somebody has given a message, let me read. Like done. Okay, thank you. Sonal Hawk, I think, no. So I am trying to make a different topic today about radicalization and what could be the reasons, what are the causes of radicalization. Uh, People get influenced with other issues in their life. Maybe somebody is not getting enough like facility in their jobs or in their educational field also, because youth minds are generally targeted by those propaganda or the influencers. So towards a healthy social environment, it is okay, but some kind of censorship is not found in the social media. Nobody goes on censoring, like who is building up those radicalization mind, dividing people into different groups. Those kinds of censorship is not there. And in the absence of those strong laws being implemented, people are getting influenced because of the social media influencers and uh, propaganda also. There are certain, obviously there are certain good causes also which people need to know about the fundamental rights, about the environmental happenings, or the various kinds of new ideas which are coming to the world, the society, that needs to be spread. But there are certain strong messages, powerful messages, words are used, sentences which can make somebody youth mind particularly to go to extreme activities, to do actions which involve violence. So that if gets censored, but I think that is a very tough job, no? The kind of radicalization cell which is being announced in our state also, I think that for them also it is a big work to do. It is not so easy. What do you all think? Let me know. Where are you from? I am from Assam, that is a northeastern states of India. It seems to me that even in your sleep you say subscribe. No, I have never said subscribe or comment. If you really check all my videos, in none of the uh, videos or the post also I have mentioned about subscribing. This is just my general idea, and as a responsible citizen, I think that I can make my views get expressed in social media. And using social media also, I do have an environment, so there also I try to spread the same messages that I spread here in social media. So do not get confused with other people's ideas about social media. And there's the idea, there's a question actually, that is then the one which has already got radicalized, is it possible that even I can get radicalized, or somebody who is just not taking any kind of violent steps, can they get also radicalized? Is it possible? So radicalization generally involves the involvement of violent activities. So if we are restricting ourselves from doing violence activities or breaking laws, then we are not getting radicalized. I am not getting radicalized. I have limited myself in the boundaries of law. Then I have the confidence that I have not got radicalized. And so is true for you all, that if you limit yourself in uh, violence activities, do not do violent actions in your environment and society, then you have not got radicalized. So this was it. This topic is really long, and I too have also got questions in my mind, which and all people can get radicalized, what are the actual symptoms of radicalization. So why do people get radicalization? How does anybody get radicalized? So those are some of the basic questions that came into my mind, and I'll be working on that. I do read from different subjects and try to get answers. I have mentioned about this issue here in social media because I think that other peoples are also will get involved in this issue, in this topic. So thank you so much for joining me. Bye bye.